Welcome to Revenue Optimization with StatsDrone, and I want to talk about PAM for affiliates. Now, what is a PAM? PAM is a player account management, and these are tools that normally you hear and think about as being on the operator side, as in affiliate programs, or rather like online casinos, online sports books. So when you send your traffic to these entities, casinos, let's just call them that, they're the ones who manage everything. Like they get the sign up, then their job is to convert them into a depositing player and then to nurture that player. And this is where you get rev share from. Players have recurring deposits, so this is recurring revenue, and that's kind of great for everyone, especially affiliates. Now, when affiliate does this, they do this on blind trust. That is, they're trusting the affiliate program to do the best in terms of not just converting the player, but also retaining them. So it's their effort in retention that benefits the affiliate, which is operators kind of don't really like that. They kind of get upset that they still have to keep paying a commission, even though it's the operator that's been responsible for that player value or that lifetime player value. Now, I've been working on a couple concepts, and I wrote about this in a newsletter earlier this year about a PAM for affiliates, where the affiliate can be the one managing their own players in a CRM, but also being able to track the revenue. Now, in the past, people thought the revenue was not possible because that would require affiliate programs to share the data back with affiliates. But the thing is, dynamic variables have been around for over 10 years, and we technically have that power. You, as the affiliate, all you need to do is connect your first party data to dynamic variables, and then you end up with a system that can essentially create PAM. The only thing you're missing is in the middle is a CRM. So what does this look like? Well, I'm building a couple models, and I've done many versions of it. I'm building a CRM using a Postgres database. I've also built it with Airtable, and you can build it with Google Sheets. It really doesn't matter. It's CRM. The automation part is a little different. I'm using Gmail and I'm using NA, which is an alternative to Zapier or Make, if you're familiar with that. And basically, this allows you for automation. Now, the key differentiator is that rather than using a newsletter service that sends one to many, you're sending one to one. It's hyper personalized. But as you learn from your users, if you start taking this concept where your players will respond back and say, "Hey, I like these games," or you can interact with them, that email conversation history can be put back into the CRM. It can be analyzed, and then you can do hyper personalization. But more importantly, the tracking links that you put inside your newsletter or your one-to-one communication with the players has a tracking link that's attributed to that user. Now, it goes without saying, we're doing this all with consent and permission. So as your players come through your ecosystem, you basically say, "Hey, we get a commission, we do retargeting, and we track certain data, like you have analytic and all these things." So once you have that permission, it's kind of like, well, rather than sending the generic campaign tracking link to the casino and having all of your data end up in a single bucket where all of your players they get blended together and you can't separate them. Now you get to see individual line by line activity of your players for the programs that have dynamic variables. And you can also do this with postbacks as well. So in my new system that I've tested out, I built a newsletter website. It's got tracking links embedded to it. So it collects the email, the first name of the person, and it has a short survey in which you can do the first level of interaction. The second part of my project will be connecting N8N with Gmail. So it's a one-to-one system. And I believe you can do up to 2,000 emails per day if you're using a paid Google account and you're using your own domain rather than a generic Gmail. So that's PAM for affiliates, and it's getting a lot of attention from affiliates and even from operators and CRM tools. And I think it's going to be something exciting that I'm happy to iterate in 2026. So hopefully you get to see something soon. And if you got any questions, I'm always happy to talk about affiliate marketing, postbacks, dynamic variables, and more importantly, PAM for affiliates.